The topic is art of presentation. In fact, I decided to prepare this video after seeing quite a number of presentations by a lot of our students, mostly marketing and management students. With all the pluses there, what I find is that there's too much of complexity and too much of information and too much of technicality involved in these presentations. The presentation doesn't have to be that. Now, this video is trying to show that it could be done in a very simple way. Let me make it big. A video or a presentation that you are thinking about, right? In making a presentation, it could be a PowerPoint, it could be a video that you're going to make, or it could be anything even without any PowerPoint. The presentation is what we try to make the other person sort of get our message. Now take a look at this video. This is by Steve Jobs. This is probably the best I found online. I'll show this video for a little while, then let me move on. I want you to watch this particular video. Steve Jobs introducing Apple iPhone 1, probably the best of the presentations, not the phones. Look at the simplicity in his language, the tone about it, the sentences he uses.
This is a day.
And some of the words he repetition.
For 2.5 years.
Look at his hand gestures.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything.
See how simple the language is.
And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. In 1984,
I want you to watch this video online. There are various versions of this video.
It didn't just change Apple.
This is my best,
the whole
actually.
Computer industry.
If you want to know what a presentation should look like, ideally, this is it. Done in 2007. Let me move on. You can watch the video, Steve Jobs presenting Apple iPhone. There are a couple of videos by him. To me, for any student, he should be the one idol that you should be following. The simplicity of the presentation is magical. Now take a look at this one. Stanford address by Steve Jobs. This is called the Stanford address. There's no PowerPoint, no multimedia screens. See how simple his language is. He says, truth be told, I've never graduated from college, and this is the closest I've ever gotten to a college graduation. Today, I want to tell you 3 stories about my life. That's no big deal, just 3 stories. When you make up a presentation, stories matter a lot. And the way you say it, language, vocab, tone, matters equally that much. Now, I'm going to get back to the video. Take a look at the video. This is again a video a long time ago.
This program is brought to you by Stanford University. Please visit us at stanford.edu.
Listen to him very carefully. Look at the language, tone, and the way he pronounces the words.
I'm honored to be with you today for your commencement from one of the finest universities in the world. Truth be told, I never graduated from college, and this is the closest I've ever gotten to a college graduation. Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so before I really quit.
All right, I'm going to move on. I want you to watch this video. So there are 2 videos. Number 1, Steve Jobs' launch of iPhone 1, and there are other iPhones also. All of them are superb presentations. Second is Steve Jobs' Stanford address. I just typed up some of the language he used. See how simple the language is. I've seen so many of our students use too much of big language, too long sentences. Stick to the present simple tense. It's easy to pronounce, and do not use too much of vocab. Make it very simple and use your tone. Language is everything in communication, and communication is what presentation is all about. Please check those videos. Yeah. Any presentation should be based on some storytelling. Make sure that it is done. The story can be made out of our own experiences. Dig deep into ourselves, we can easily find out a story and tell it in a couple of sentences. No need to drag it on. Pictures, use it carefully. Don't do it over much. And next one, avoid death by slides. Do not use more than 7, 8, 9, 10 slides. It's very wrong to use more, 10, 15, 30, 40 slides. It's very wrong. Stick to 10 please, maximum. Cut down the information you go at. A presentation is not about telling everything in your screen. You can tell more by talking and show little by, in the screen. Never allow the screen to be dominating you. You dominate the screen. Yeah, avoid too much of information. These are key rules to go for, and they will definitely help. And the next one, engage the audience. It could be the audience, it could be people, or it could be your teachers. Engage them, talk to them, smile at them, always maintain the eye contact, never take the eye away. Don't keep looking at the screen, never read what's on the screen. Don't do that, just keep talking to us, talking to the audience. And yeah, say things that may help us remember you. Some ideally the story is the thing. A good story always, or any story, would make us remember you, make the audience remember you, and always have a plan B. Because when you keep looking at us, when you keep looking at the audience, you would get to see the reaction of the audience. And if what you're trying to tell is not exactly hitting good, always think of a plan B. When you set up your preparation, the preparation is not just the slides. Preparation is what you say with the slides. So always have a plan B. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go with this example, something like that. Plan B is a must. Then few more. Yeah, few points to remember. Check the facts. Do not allow incorrect information to creep into a presentation, and check the spellings, please. I've seen huge percentage of presentations where there were very silly errors in spelling. Let's not allow that to happen. 10 slides maximum, don't go above it. 5 words per slide, I've just put it. Make sure the words in the slide is very little. Could be more than 5 words, but I've just put the number of words like this. Make sure that you don't put sentences on, a slide. Use words, phrases. See the Steve Jobs speeches, just words, just part phrases. That's how you go for a slide. And make sure you bite-size the information. When you want to say something, packet it into a 1 or 2, word thing, 1 or 2 sentence thing, and minimize the words as much as possible. And put that info. And if you want to bring some more info into that, okay, put your animation to, bring that info. Don't put all the information together. Avoid clutter in the single slide. And yes, color control. Please avoid unnecessary color. 2 colors is a maximum in a slide, in a professional level. Yeah, start slow. Don't start with too much of power. Just start slow, start soft, get ease into the situation, get to know the place and the people who are listening to you. And yes, end as a tiger, end good, but start very soft. Know your audience. Can't always do that. Sometimes the audience is one that you have not met before. But the ideal is start slow. Then you will get the chance to have a hang with the audience a little bit, hang off the audience. And then warm up to it. Don't overly plan too much. And, Make sure you have solid body language. Keep your palms open and keep smiling. Keep eye contact. Do not avoid eye contact. Don't look away from the people who are listening to you. Don't keep looking at the screen. Get these simple things done. Presentation can be done perfectly by your people. Don't make it overly complex thing. No presentation is good if there's too much information. No presentation is there to tell everything. Tell only what's necessary and tell it through two mediums, one by the screen, very little, maybe by pictures, maybe by words, and little bit more by your words. It's the attitude that matters in a presentation. All the best.